Hello and welcome back to my channel and to my 100th video. That's kind of exciting. I never would have believed that I would do that, but here I am. So this is Monday, so that is Craft with Me Monday, and I am using Sophie's Spring Collection that's available on Wild Rose Bohemian's Etsy shop. I will leave that link below. It's a fabulous prize. It's not well, it is a prize, but it's not a prize. It's a collection. A fabulous one. A fabulous one at that. Okay, so today, last week I drew tags, so I did some tags. And so I thought I would show you what we were going to do today first, and then we'll get to it. So this one here, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because this is pretty self-explanatory. I just made a little tag booklet. And then I just took some of the fussy cuts and I stuffed it with a few little things. And I'm not going to get this back in here, am I? Oh, no, you're not. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So I'm just going to put this back here. And I put this together with this just because I was having issues with it staying open. Oops, don't get his beak. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm not done playing with that one. Okay, and this one here, I will show you how we're going to do this, but this one here has got lots of writing space on it. And it is one that tells a story. So this little lady here, she packed up her camera and her suitcase, and she got into her car and she picked up a yummy cupcake and she went on a hot air balloon ride. That's my story. That's her story. And she's sticking to it. So anyways, I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm not going to stitch the one that we're going to do today because not everybody has a sewing machine. So we can do it without sewing. I like the look of it. So then there's this one here, which is a hidden spot in here. And I just took, you can write in here, all along there, and then this little spot here. And then there's her garden, and then in her garden there's a butterfly, there's her house. But where is she? Well, she's sitting in her garden in the backyard under her favorite tree reading a book. Oh, the way the mind goes when you're playing, when you're crafting. So, those are what we're going to do today. And so what you're going to need to do this is you're going to need, now I believe that I picked these from the mixed media file. If you want to pick the same ones I did, great. Pick what you like. You need a piece of cardstock. You need these here tags together. That's what we're going to make that little tag booklet with. And then you need 2 sheets of paper. Don't have to be double-sided. So this one is from the mixed media, and this one here I believe is the vintage floral. So those ones, and then you'll need just some fussy cuts, whatever you want to decorate with. I have a plan for one, tells my little story, and then I have these guys here. So you can pause me and go grab your stuff and come craft with me. That'd be awesome. Or you can just watch me and do it later. So first of all, we're going to do this one because this one isn't going to take a lot of time. So basically you just want to fold along the lines. Now you don't have to do a booklet out of this. You can do many, many things out of this one. And we'll go through some of them. But I like to give them a fold both ways. And like so, line them up. They're not going to be perfect. But as you go, you can muss with them and fuss with them, and then they'll be the way they're supposed to be, where you like them. And if they're not, you can just trim them a little bit or ink them. As we know, many ways to fix different things. Now, these ones here are pretty plain. Some of them have a little bit of decoration, like with that one that I had. That I went, no, I'm not going to use that one anymore. Whatever I did with it. But anyways, that one had more of a decorative front. So you can pick and choose which ones you want to be as your front. I'm good with this. So I'm just going to do this. And you got to kind of play with them and give them a good creasing. And again, see that you can see this one doesn't want to line up right, but it will. You just got to play with it and just play with it a bit. And then when I did mine, I did one side pocket and one top pocket. You don't have to do any pockets. And that's all I did. And then here, oh, my glue is the wrong way. I'm going to wait for it to come down the channel. So with this one here, I decided to do a side pocket because that's our open end. So this one here is going to be my top pocket. So I just take and put a little bit of glue, not a lot, just a little, and like so. And then that's going to do that. And then we're just going to do along the top and along the bottom. Like so. And then bend it while it's wet to the way you want it to be. And then ink or don't ink, but trim if you need to. Ink if you like to. Don't ink if you don't like to. And that is basically it. That is basically it. So, oh, you can ink in here too. There. There. All nice and nice. This guy here is ready to decorate up, but I'm not going to do that because I think you guys know how to decorate, and we're going to decorate those other two. We're going to decorate the other two. This one was a complete afterthought, to be honest, as I was going through my papers, and I went, oh, we could do that. So there we go. There's tag booklet. That's one way to use tags. I'm just going to put that over here. So let's do this one. So what I did was I left this back as a nice writing on, because you can write on that. It's not too busy. You wouldn't be able to write on these. So I'm going to make my first. Now bear with me here. So we're going to just take and fold up. And each one of these folds is going to be what your pockets, right? And I did this a while ago. Well, not that long. I did it this morning, but that doesn't mean a darn thing, does it? Not at all. Okay, so we are going to do, let me think. We're going to do this. Get this crease here. Right. I need this one down just a smidgen. You want to come right down because you don't want a bunch of white showing. There we go. Make sure your edges are straight. And I've here, so that's a full-size pocket, little pocket in there. And then I just want to come up above this one a little bit, like maybe so. That. And then this one here, I want this to be, let's see, let me think. This here goes, yeah, we'll Okay, it's going to be this way. I'm going to do this, and I want this to be whatever that is going to be. You want to line it up to here. So you have your starting fold, and then you line your last one up to there, and that's going to be what's going to be your final marker. So then this becomes your full writing spot, and that becomes this here. It needs to go down a bit. You can see where that is just a hint. There we go. And that is it for that. Now we're going to take and, like I said, I'm not going to sew this, so I'm just going to, we could do one of those in there too. Oh, did you see that? And what I'm saying, well, this is where we do that, right? Let me see. No, okay. But we could do this same thing right here. We could do that too. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, do we want to do that, or do you just want to leave it this way? Let's just leave it this way. Yeah, let's just leave it this way. Okay, so, but you could leave this open and make this a little tuck spot. Oh, I still want to do that. Do I want to do that? I want to do that. I want to do that really bad. I want to do that really bad. But then that's kind of repeating myself, so let's just not. Let's just do it the way we had intended. Okay, you're going to do, yes, just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Okay, and then we're going to, just so that this stays together, because we're on the back side, so we can glue this down. And we can glue this down in here to them all. Now when I sewed this, I just did it. I didn't do any of this gluing, but that's okay. Like so. And then we're just going to take and glue these edges. And do it on this side here, because this is the side of your pocket. You don't want to put too much glue on there, but it won't get glue where you don't want it to be. And if you wanted to do your inking, this would be the time to do it, not after they got them all done. So we're just going to quickly ink, just quickly. I got glue squisher note here, and this one here isn't glued down yet, so I'm going to ink this one. And it's not much. That's not much. I think this one is so dry. Sometimes it surprises me and gives me more than what I think is available, but okay. So then we can take and just glue this one down again, just at the edge. Like so. Okay, and this here is our fold, so I'm not going to get too, I don't want to trim it off. But I am going to ink it to kind of disguise it a little bit. And then you can, now as I was making this first one, I went, oh, that'd be cool too. If you made it a little shorter, I'm just going to put my thing on here. If you made it a little shorter, it would be a cool pocket to do that up into your on your page. That'd be a very cool pocket. Another thing you could do with this is if you wrapped it around a page, and you would have pocket, 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 and then in there you could make a pocket. So many different options to do with this, not just this guy here. So I want to make sure that my Is there writing legible? Well, it's going to be upside down. I'm okay with that. Are you okay with that? I don't think it is upside down, but that's what we're going to do. So then I take my little corner, my little handy dandy, you know, my credit card, my handy dandy credit card. And I'm going to make it look like a tag, because I said tags. We're doing tags today. All right, so there's those ones. And then we're just going to take this one, and I'm going to use the larger one. And we're just going to round it off a little bit. Got paper stuck in there. All right, so now, because I like to do stories, let's do a story. Oh, let us do, I'm just going to take a black pen, and because I'm not stitching it, but let's pretend we're stitching it, shall we? And if you have a black pen that writes, it's really good. Yeah, really good if you have a black pen that writes. Okay, stitch that one. That one's going to go in the trash. It's not going to become a treasure. So I just do some faux stitching. Maybe we want to do a little fancy stitching. I do a little zigzag. We're just going to go around here and down. Kind of stitches away my machine stitches. It misses a stitch every now and then. Gives me more than I bargained for every now and then. And, well, why not do down here too, eh? And we'll do down here too. Okay, there we go. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be. My stitching is never perfect when I do actually sew. So what I decided this one was going to do, decided this one was going to be my flowers. And I thought something like this, and I thought we could do just little flowers in here. I could have more in here, and I do have more. There. What's that? I think this one here. I think this one I'm going to put up here, because I think this one is a little shorter pocket. And let's do this here. All right, just get in there. There. And we're going to put these guys in here, and this guy, like so. Anyways, you get the idea of it. This here, you could decorate if you wanted to. I'm just going to leave this just like this. I'm going to, if I had some lace, I could put some lace behind that. If I had a piece of my quilt. No, I don't like that at all. But I would maybe put a, I don't know, a cluster, a word cluster on there. And I don't have any word clusters ready, I don't think. Let me see. Do I have anything suitable in here? I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Maybe. What do I got here? Oh, look at that. Blossoming friendship. Wow. It's not exactly the right colors, but do we care? I don't. Okay, so I'm just going to, I don't want to glue over here right? Because I want my pockets to still be able to take some. I'm going to hold my finger here and wait for my glue to come down. Boy, oh boy. Okay, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we're just going to get rid of that for now. And I just want to make sure that this is all good. And down there nice and tight. There we go. Not going to glue down there. That's what we want to see. And these are something, these word clusters, oh, there are some I've used. I don't normally do things that I have on hand for when I need them, because 9 out of 10 times that's not what I'm looking for. So I don't mass make things, but these I do. Now I can put it inward. Yeah, I think so. You can put it any way you want it, but I'm going to put it inward. You don't even have to do this if you don't want to. I'm just showing you that's the way I make a tag. One of the tags anyways. So there we go. Now, so there's lots and lots of space here. I should probably stitch around, faux stitch around that too, right? We stitched on one side. So even if you don't have a sewing machine, you can do that. You can do that faux stitching. Nothing wrong with it. And just do that. A couple of those along there. Maybe some dots. How about some dots? It doesn't even have to look like it's real stitching. It just has to give you something. Give you something. We'll do a few of these too. There. So there's one. These two together. Okay, now this one here. This one here was fun. This one was very fun. So we're going to do this part first. And I got to remember what I did. Now, I want to make this one a little bigger because I want this to be in here like so. So we're going to look and see what I did. Okay, so I did basically, why do I want this? I'm going to do it this way. So about yay wide. So I need, oh, I see what I did. I see what I did. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to fold this one up like this. Let's do it. Just do like that. Oops, make sure you're straight. Okay. Now we're going to take this. I'm going to take this one and we're going to put it right about like, I don't remember how I did this one. Can you believe that? It was kind of crazy because I had the front and back, but it is just one. So I did like this. Judging by this is what I did. So I want it to be, okay, this is where I might muck up what my, okay, so that's my back. And I'm just going to take and fold this a little bit over so we make a commitment to that's the back. Like so. And then we're going to put this guy in here like this. So we are going to bring this right about like so. Right about so. Just want it, if you weren't measuring something, had something specific that you wanted to go in here, you wouldn't have to do this much fussing around. But because I want something specific in there, I gotta fuss around a little bit. I'm just gonna straighten this out. And then we're just going to fold this back. So even sometimes when you buy the digitals, there isn't maybe the exact thing that you're looking for, the tag wise, but you can make your own. Okay, so there we go. So now that's going to fit in there, yes. And is that straight? It doesn't look like it, because this here is maybe not straight. There we go. Let's just see if that is going to help. See if that is going to help at all. Now, what I did with this one, yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, what I did with this one is I took and I cut it down, as you can see. And I did that because I wasn't sure what type of journal, how big I wanted it on the page. So I wanted it a little smaller. Let's see, what have I got here? Some dyed paper here. Here. Okay, so this is just the 8.5 by 11 folded in half. And see, if I left it full, it would take up a lot of space. But if you cut it down, then it's better. For me, so you can put it in a pocket and still have some space. So that was my thinking behind that. So I am just going to take and fuss with this a little more because it just seems like it's not right. But we're going to just leave it. It is what it is. Okay, so now I'm going to take, just as what I did before, let's do that again. Yeah, I made it a little thicker, but not much. Okay, so we're just going to go around like that. There we go. Perfecto. Okay. Then, now if we were sewing this, that's where the fun comes in, but we're not sewing it, but I'm going to show you. What I did with this one, because when you do the sewing, the stitching around, it closes it off, makes it more narrower, right? So what I did was I pulled it out like this, and I stitched around here, and then I stitched here. I took this like this and stitched like this, and then I stitched it together, avoiding this piece. And then it looked like it was stitched together. I did across here once it was all done. So it's just, you got to be tricky when you're actually stitching it. So I'm going to take and I'm going to ink this a little bit. And then we're going to shape it. Okay. I gotta give this guy. And again, like I said, I'm not gonna sew it, but we can do some faux stitching on it. That looks okay. And here, this is the only piece of white page showing, and it doesn't have to. Let's see. I've got a page here somewhere. Do I? How about a music sheet? Yeah, how about that? We just need one. We just need one. Oops. Straight, so straight. There we go. Okay. You don't have to have it white. You can have it music. And I am going to do like that. And we're going to just close that. I want that 131 to show. I want that 131 to show. So we're just going to go like this. Should we get all the way to the edge? And then we're going to go right about here. Right about, oh, let's see. Let's see. Yep, that looks good. Right about there. Okay, let's do some trimming here. So you can leave it white and ink it, or you can put something else on there. Do it however you so desire. And I know what's going to happen now. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. As much as I tried to save that 131, I'm going to end up cutting it off here right away. Aren't I? I know it. I know it. You know it. Okay, let's get those. I don't want those. Okay, so now that looks good. Okay, so we're going to take and we're going to put this little, that's what's giving me the look like it's crooked. No, that's okay. So we're just going to take and glue this little piece here. Like so. Make sure it's in there good and snug. And then we're just going to glue along the edges. That's a nice thin line. Hopefully I'm still in view. There we go. And then this one, oops, get out of there. So now this one here, we're going to glue along here to the fold. I don't know why my voice wants to go away, but it does. Okay, like so. Then we are going to glue down here and here, leaving the top open. There. Okay. Now I'm going to take my handy dandy and we're going to use the smallest one, and there goes my 131. Well, it gives me one number anyways. Okay, so we're just going to say to heck with it. Oh, now it says number 1. That kind of worked out. Oh, make sure I'm straight. Okay, and then we're going to clip our corners. And again, I'm going to use the larger one. And then we can take my pen, which has chosen, there it is. I was going to say it chose to leave me. And we're going to, well, let's just stitch around the whole thing. And we're going to stitch down here. Right? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. What boom, boom, boom has to do with it, I don't know. But boom, boom, boom. And you don't have to do this, but I am. I'm making faux stitches exactly the way I sew. Okay, so that's that side. Let's do this side. So we have pocket right here. So we're going to go around. Can't really see them on this, but that's okay. This adds a little something, little something. And this again is our tag. So this is our journaling spot here. Lots of journaling space. Okay, time to decorate. Okay, so let's get rid of my pen here. And this, because we don't need this anymore. I'm working myself into a little corner. Okay, we don't need this. Okay, so let's see. What did we bring? We brought this guy here. Okay, so now with this one here, I'm just going to trim this just a smidgen better because it looks like it's not quite. Okay. So with this, you just take and fold it in half. That's it. And this one, you do want to make sure that you get it pretty as straight as you can. Sometimes you need to trim a little bit, but the straighter the better. Give it a good crease. And let's just make sure. You did. Did you do that? You didn't. You did. Sophie. I don't know. Just, oh, phew. It's just a little bit that got stuck in there. That's all. Okay. Whew. And there we go. Okay, it's nice in there. All right, so let's do some inking. You don't have to ink. I like to ink. And we're going to leave it open. So that becomes another journaling spot for us. And I'm going to leave this one to the back because I kind of like that design and I don't want to cover it up. Charlie. He's learning. The door is closed. Don't try banging it open because it's not going to work. So now he just lays out by the door. You can't teach your old dog new tricks. He's 10. He's going to be 11 here soon. Oh, he's such a good boy. Okay. So now we have this here. And we're, like I said, we're going to leave this side to the back. Okay. So now, oh, look at this one. Geez, Sophie, you didn't do a very good job of cutting. Okay. And we're just going to tip off these little corners here. Oops. There we go. And a little bit of ink. Never hurts anybody. Okay, so now we're going to take, and I want to put the clock on there. And I'm thinking that if I had a little bit of cheesecloth, that would look kind of pretty. I just happened to, with that other one, I just happened to have a little bit of lace sitting there. It was looking for a place to hang out. So we're just going to take a chunk and stretch it and play with it and make it so it's not perfect. Okay, let's get my glue back out. And then we're just going to fill it like that. It kind of goes here, there, and everywhere. And I'm not going to, no, I'm not going to ink the clock. I'm not going to do that. We're just going to leave it as pretty little state here. Okay. And let's just put that right about like so. There. And then this here, now I did with the other way, when I did the other one, I did it with a brad in there, but you could, I'm going to say you could very well just glue it on there. Just glue it along the top. However you glue it, that's the amount that's not going to, that's going to stick over top, right? So I just want a little bit. And then if I do this, line it up, make it kind of even. There we go. And we'll let that dry a little bit while we're telling our story. Oh, no, we need a little bit of glue. We do still need a little bit of glue. So, because I thought we could do this chair here. But I see it blends in quite a bit, so we're just going to give it a little inking. Okay. And then we're just going to, I want it to be over the edge, over this edge here. Okay, so I'm going to hold it right here because I don't want to glue any of this part down. Oh, somebody's getting ready to go outside. Okay, there we go. I like to let things overhang. There. Okay, and now I think we're done with glue. Okay, so I'm going to put these in here. This should be dry by now. And that means that it just goes, I'm not certain if it's 100% dry, so I'm just going to leave that out just a little bit there. And let's see if, was I successful? Oh, yes, I was. Pretty darn close. So here's her nice and comfy home. She's got her chair, nice with her book there. She can sit down and read anytime. She's got her beautiful closet there and her clock, but something's missing. Oh, yeah, it's her teddy bear. And we're just going to put that teddy bear right out like that. Let him stick out a little bit. Her teddy bear. She's missing her teddy bear. And there we go. So there's our tags. There's those two. And then, what did I do with the other ones? I went mucking through paper. Okay, can't find, oh, there they are. Whew. There's this one. Am I still in view? Yes, I am. And then this little guy here. So that's what we did today. Those are some really cute. I really like these. Now these here doesn't have to be a tag. You can also put this as a belly band. That'd make a very cool belly band. You could do it as just a page edger and make it a tuck spot. That would look cool too. So there we have it. Many different uses, many different things to do with just the paper that comes in the kits. And let's see, what are we going to do next week? Oh, let's get these out of the way. Join me on Saturday when I do a, what am I going to do? I'm doing the challenge in Wild Rose Bohemian this week, for next week. Okay, so I don't know what these are. We're going to pull that one off. What are we going to do next Monday? What are we going to do? Let's see. We're going to do greeting cards. Perfect. Perfect. because it's not just journals that you can do with these. Let's make some cards. Perfect. And with Easter coming up, Mother's Day not that far away, greeting cards is perfect. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Hope this wasn't too long because I, again, did not set my timer. But if you're new to my channel and just walked on in, have a seat. Subscribe if you like. And maybe hit the notification bell so you know if I put something new up. If you're part of my Facebook group, perfect. I love to see what you do with this. And if you're not yet, I'll leave that link in the descriptions as well. All right. Thank you very much and have a great day. Bye-bye.